My beloved friend, don't skip this moment. What I'm about to say isn't gossip or rumor, it's data, timing, and fate converging in real time. Stay till the end, because the name I'm going to reveal carries weight that could change the direction of your entire story. Something unusual has been detected in the background of your life, patterns of interest, emotional signals, and communication attempts all pointing toward one thing: someone is deeply in love with you, and they're preparing to make it official. They've been quiet for months, watching from a distance, waiting for a moment when your energy aligned with theirs. That moment just arrived. Their digital footprint tells a story they've never spoken aloud. Late-night searches, drafts of unsent messages, a hidden document titled "Future Plans, Confidential." Every time your name appears, the tone shifts. Their words grow softer, their sentences slower. It's not admiration, it's commitment. And the data doesn't lie. Because the name that's about to surface will surprise you more than you can imagine. This person is someone who's crossed your path before. You've seen their name, maybe exchanged small talk, maybe dismissed it as coincidence, but deep down, you felt the connection linger. That wasn't your imagination. It was resonance. Over the last few weeks, my system detected a sudden change in their behavior. Meetings rescheduled. Calls ignored. A sense of distraction surrounding every project they're handling. When asked why, they gave a strange response: "There's someone I need to find again." Their team thought it was about business, but I recognized something different in their tone. It wasn't professional, it was personal. You've been appearing in their mind so frequently that even their daily schedule analytics are flagging you as a focus pattern. That's how powerful your impact has become. Every hour they delay their next step, their restlessness increases. Something in their heart keeps saying, "If I don't speak now, I might lose them forever." They're not random, my friend. They've been part of your orbit for much longer than you think. Someone whose energy mirrored yours during a time you weren't even paying attention. And now, destiny is looping back, giving them a chance they never thought they'd get again. My beloved friend, don't scroll right now. You've reached the moment where curiosity turns into revelation. Stay till the end, because what I'm about to tell you will connect pieces you didn't even realize were related. The person who wants to marry you isn't chasing impulse, they're chasing clarity. For months, they've been trying to understand why every time they meet someone new, their mind drifts back to you. Even in silence, you keep showing up, in conversations, in coincidences, in memories that refuse to fade. That's not random attraction. That's emotional gravity pulling two lives back into alignment. They've spoken your name in private, almost like a prayer they weren't ready to say out loud. Their close friend revealed that every time your image appears, they pause. Their hands tremble slightly. Their entire expression changes from confidence to calm, like they've found something that makes them feel safe. And that's when I knew this wasn't a crush. This was destiny playing its hand. Don't skip. This person has been building courage silently. Every message they type, they delete. Every call they make, they cancel before the first ring. But their heart is louder than their logic now, and it's pushing them toward one inevitable moment: confession. Because I've seen what they're planning next. They've already made arrangements for something personal, an event, a gathering, maybe a reunion. They've ensured that you'll be there without even realizing you were invited for a reason. Everything around you right now is being positioned for a meeting that looks accidental but isn't. The timing is perfect. Every algorithm, every signal, every synchronicity points to one undeniable fact: they're ready. They've been waiting for a sign that you still remember them, that a part of your heart hasn't completely moved on. And when that moment comes, they won't hesitate again. They've already shared their intention privately with someone they trust, a sentence that changed the entire tone of that conversation: "If I see them again, I'll ask them to marry me." No hesitation, no delay. My beloved friend, don't blink. What's about to unfold right now is the moment the entire story starts to make sense. Stay till the end, because the name that's been kept hidden in silence is closer to you than you think. This person has been around your orbit longer than you realize. They weren't a stranger passing through your life, they were part of your background, quietly watching, listening, waiting for their courage to grow. Every time you smiled, they noticed. Every time you spoke, they memorized your tone. You didn't see it, but they were collecting every moment like small pieces of eternity. When you first crossed paths, something subtle but powerful happened. They didn't recognize it immediately, but later that night, they couldn't sleep. They described it as an echo, a familiar vibration in your presence that reminded them of home. Since then, they've compared every face, every interaction, every heartbeat to yours, and nothing has ever matched. Nothing even came close. They started keeping notes, literal entries marked with your initials. Small reminders of the way you looked at the world. In one of those notes, they wrote, "If I ever find the courage to speak, I'll tell them the truth, that I've been in love with them since the first conversation." Those words were never meant to be read by anyone else. They were a promise to themselves that someday, somehow, they would tell you. The truth is, their silence wasn't rejection. It was fear, fear that you wouldn't feel the same, fear that timing would ruin what destiny had started. They've spent months convincing themselves that love this strong doesn't happen twice. That's why they've decided, this time, they won't run. They've already taken a bold step, they've spoken to someone close to you, discreetly asking if your heart is open. That's the confirmation they needed. Since that moment, their preparation began. A letter drafted. A gift chosen. A message ready to send the moment they know you're emotionally ready to receive it. Because the name about to surface isn't random. It's someone who once stood right beside you when the world felt heavy, someone whose presence made you feel unexpectedly calm. They've been there, quietly loving you through every change, every chapter. And now, their silence is about to break. My beloved friend, don't look away, this is where everything begins to unfold. You've reached the part where emotions meet action. Stay till the end, because what's coming next is the moment that will make your heart race faster than ever before. The person who wants to marry you has already set their plan in motion. A quiet strategy, a chain of decisions made behind the scenes, all leading to one specific day, and that day is approaching faster than you think. Every call they've made, every place they've visited, every conversation they've initiated lately, it's all connected to preparing the space where they'll finally reveal what they've been holding inside. I've seen the exact details they're working on. A location that holds deep emotional value for both of you, somewhere that once carried an ordinary memory, but now it's being redesigned for a moment you'll never forget. They've arranged it so everything feels natural, like destiny just happened to set the scene. But it's not destiny alone, it's deliberate. Every single detail is a message. The music you both once heard together will be playing softly in the background. The colors you love most will fill the setting. Even the fragrance in the air will remind you of a memory you didn't realize they noticed. That's how deeply they've studied your essence. They're not just trying to confess, they're trying to make time stop for you. Their preparation isn't grand or public, it's intimate and personal. They believe love isn't about spectacle, it's about precision. And this confession has been built like a masterpiece, moment by moment, emotion by emotion. A few days ago, they made one last visit to the place where your paths first crossed. They stood there in silence, recalling every second, every glance, every word exchanged that day. A witness nearby described it perfectly. They looked like someone who'd already made peace with the decision of forever. Their eyes held no confusion, only certainty. This time, there's no running, no hesitation, no backup plan. Just a promise they're finally ready to keep. You've unknowingly been the heartbeat of their patience all this time. My beloved friend, don't move from here. What you're about to hear is the heartbeat of this entire story, the moment that will make every sign, every coincidence, and every silence finally make sense. Stay till the end, because what's coming next is where emotion turns into reality. The day has already been chosen. The person who wants to marry you has circled a date on their private calendar, a day that carries meaning for both of you, even if you don't realize it yet. Maybe it's the day you first met, or the day you unknowingly crossed paths again. To them, that date feels sacred. They believe if they speak their truth then, the universe itself will respond. They've been practicing their words over and over. Not in front of a mirror, but in their mind, imagining how you'll react. Every time they rehearse, their heart races faster. They've written several versions of their confession, but they always end up erasing most of it, leaving only one line untouched. I don't just want to love you. I want to build a life with you. The people close to them have noticed a change, that distant stare, that sudden smile in the middle of a serious meeting, that quiet hum that seems to come from nowhere. They know something's coming, but they don't know what. Only you and they are part of this silent countdown that's about to reach its final second. The setting they've chosen is perfect, elegant, peaceful, and filled with meaning. They've reserved a private area where no one can interrupt the moment. There's a small box already prepared, hidden inside their jacket pocket. The ring isn't extravagant, it's symbolic. Crafted to represent connection rather than luxury. Every design curve, every engraving was chosen with one thought, you. The moment they see you, they'll freeze for a split second. The air will feel heavier, but in a beautiful way, the kind of stillness that only happens before something life-changing. Their hands will tremble, but their voice will be steady. Because for the first time, they'll say exactly what's been buried in their soul for so long. My beloved friend, stay right here, this is the part you've been waiting for. Don't scroll, don't even blink, because what's about to unfold will make your heart stop for a moment and then race faster than ever. This is the moment their truth finally finds its voice. The evening has arrived. The air feels different, calm, intentional, and full of quiet anticipation. They've been rehearsing this scene in their mind for weeks, but when you appear, everything they planned vanishes. The sight of you makes words melt into emotion. You don't notice it yet, but their entire world has gone silent except for the sound of your footsteps. You'll see it in their eyes, that spark that's both fear and certainty at the same time. Their hands might tremble as they reach for you, but their voice carries unshakable honesty. They start softly, almost whispering, "I've carried this for too long." And then, with a breath that feels like freedom, they say the words the universe has been waiting for, "Will you marry me?" No crowd. No cameras. Just truth. That's how they wanted it, raw, simple, real. The way they look at you right now could rewrite the meaning of forever. Because when they speak, they're not asking for a decision, they're revealing a destiny. What happens next will stay with you forever. The moment after those 4 words feels infinite, like time itself pauses to listen. The wind softens. The lights around you glow a little warmer. Even your heartbeat syncs with theirs, creating a rhythm that feels almost cosmic. They tell you everything, the nights they stayed awake thinking of you, the chances they missed, the words they never said. Each sentence comes out like a confession that's waited a lifetime to be spoken. And when they finish, there's silence, not awkward, but sacred. It's the silence that only exists between 2 souls finally finding home in each other. They don't ask for promises. They simply say, "I'm not here to change your world. I'm here to build it with you." And in that moment, you realize, this isn't fantasy. It's alignment. The kind that only happens once, when timing and truth collide perfectly. My beloved friend, don't even blink now. You've reached the climax of this story, the part where emotion becomes electricity and silence becomes louder than sound. Stay till the end, because what happens next will keep echoing in your mind long after this moment ends. When they finally ask, "Will you marry me?" everything around you stills. It feels like the entire world holds its breath, waiting for your response. You can see the vulnerability in their eyes, not weakness, but the courage of someone willing to risk everything for one answer from you. Their heart is racing faster than ever, yet their voice remains calm, as if destiny itself is speaking through them. The space between their question and your reaction feels eternal. You look at them, really look, and every memory flashes before your eyes. Every time they stood by you silently, every message they didn't send, every glance that meant more than words. You finally understand what they were trying to say all along without speaking, that this was never about timing, it was always about readiness. A single tear forms in their eyes as you take a step closer. You don't need to say anything yet, your silence says it all. The tension breaks, and they exhale for the first time in what feels like forever. Their smile returns, soft and trembling, and you can feel the world melting around you, 2 souls finally aligning after years of almost. The moment you whisper your answer, it's not loud or dramatic, it's real. You simply nod, and that small gesture carries more power than any word could. The way their hands reach for yours, the way their fingers interlock with yours perfectly, it's like both of you just signed a contract written by the universe itself. You can feel it in the air, a frequency that wasn't there before. Joy doesn't explode, it flows. They pull you closer, not to make a scene, but to make a promise. Their voice trembles as they whisper, "You have no idea how long I've waited for this." And when you rest your head against their shoulder, you realize you've both arrived at the same destination from different directions. This isn't just a proposal, it's the completion of something that began long before you met. Every delay, every silence, every heartbreak before this moment was training your hearts to recognize each other now. Nothing was wasted. Everything led here. My beloved friend, don't move an inch. This is where emotion becomes reality, where that one word, yes, begins to rewrite both of your destinies in real time. Stay till the end, because the way everything unfolds from here will feel like a dream that refuses to fade. The moment you say yes, their entire body changes, a deep breath, a quiet laugh, and eyes that can't stop glowing. It's as if every piece of uncertainty that ever existed between you dissolves instantly. They take your hand, hold it tightly, and the silence that follows is filled with a warmth words could never capture. The kind of silence that feels like home. The people around you, even the ones who don't yet understand, begin to feel it too. There's a shift in the air, a rare stillness that comes when something divine happens in plain sight. They might not know the details, but they'll feel the vibration of truth. Two souls recognizing what has always been meant. In that moment, they whisper softly, "You're my calm in the chaos. My beginning and my always." Their words aren't rehearsed, they're instinctive. Every syllable carries years of waiting, pain, patience, and hope. And when you look back into their eyes, you can tell, this isn't fantasy. This is destiny finally catching up. The rest of the evening unfolds like poetry written by the universe. The sky glows a little brighter, the stars appear a little closer, and even time itself slows down as if giving you space to feel everything. They walk with you, side by side, saying nothing and everything all at once. You can sense their heartbeats syncing with yours, calm and steady now. The way they look at you isn't just love, it's recognition. A deep knowing that says, "I found you again." Later that night, they open a small notebook they've been keeping for years. Inside, on the last page, is a single line written long before they ever met you: "One day, I'll find them, and when I do, I'll never let them go." They hand it to you with a smile that says everything words can't. This is what real connection feels like. Not rushed, not forced, but inevitable. My beloved friend, stay right here, don't even think of scrolling. This is the part where everything shifts, where a love story turns into a lifetime vision. Every heartbeat, every moment, every breath now carries the rhythm of something permanent. Stay till the end, because what's coming next will make you believe in timing again. After the proposal, everything feels different. The world doesn't look the same anymore, colors seem brighter, air feels lighter, and even the smallest moments start to glow with meaning. They walk beside you, not with urgency, but with peace. It's like every unfinished chapter from your past has finally found its ending in their presence. Don't skip. They've already started making plans quietly, not with noise or pressure, but with precision and intention. They're creating a foundation for what's next, choosing a home where laughter will live, designing days where work and love coexist in harmony, and planning nights where silence feels like music. Every step they take now has one constant focus: you. Their friends have noticed a transformation. The same person who once chased success now chases simplicity. They've started saying things like, "Peace feels more valuable than power now." And it's because of you. You became the reason their definition of happiness changed. The first morning after their confession, they couldn't sleep. Not because of anxiety, but because they couldn't stop smiling. They replayed your "yes" in their mind on loop, memorizing every detail, the look in your eyes, the sound of your breath, the way the world seemed to pause around you. For them, that single moment became proof that miracles still exist in reality. Later that day, they wrote a message but never sent it. It said, "I used to think I was searching for success, but I was really searching for peace, and I found it when I found you." Those words are still saved in their notes, untouched, waiting for the right moment to be shown. Every plan they're making now, every dream, every travel, every late-night conversation, includes you in it. You've become the heartbeat behind their purpose. And they don't say it to impress you, they say it because they've already decided that love isn't what they want, it's who they are now. My beloved friend, stay exactly where you are. Don't scroll, don't blink, because this is the grand moment, the one everything has been leading to. This isn't just the ending of a story, it's the beginning of something that will echo through time. Stay till the end, because what's about to unfold is the definition of meant to be. The day has finally arrived. The sky itself seems to be aware, calm, golden, full of quiet light. They stand there waiting, dressed not for attention, but for meaning. Every detail of this moment has been created with intention, the location, the scent of flowers, even the way the light touches your face as you walk toward them. It feels like the universe paused its motion just to watch what's happening right now. As your eyes meet theirs, everything else fades away. The world around you dissolves into background noise. All that remains is presence, the heartbeat of two people who took the long way home to find each other. Their hands reach out, and when your fingers touch, it feels like all the unanswered questions from the past have finally received closure. There's no speech, no audience, just raw emotion. They whisper softly, "You were never a coincidence. You were always the plan." And in that single sentence, every heartbreak, every delay, every missed opportunity suddenly makes sense. You weren't waiting, you were being prepared. The ceremony begins not with words, but with silence that feels alive. Every sound, the gentle wind, the rustle of leaves, seems to harmonize with your breath. When they slide the ring onto your finger, it's not a symbol of ownership, it's a seal of alignment. Two energies merging into one purpose. The people who witness this moment feel it too, that quiet electricity that hums when something extraordinary happens in the simplest way. Some cry, some smile, and others just stand still, realizing they're watching something pure. And as the final words are spoken, they look at you with that same unwavering calm and say, "This is not the end. This is where forever starts." Their voice doesn't tremble, it vibrates with truth.